In both dissents, it appears these justices are more concerned about violating court precedent than the actual Constitution itself. Justice Sotomayor pointed this out during oral arguments.
No, we don't, because the argument here is that the president is violating not just one, but by my count, 4 established Supreme Court precedents.
I guess her law school didn't teach her that a court decision is not law. It cannot be violated except by the parties to the case. Furthermore, both dissenting justices simply made up facts and twisted the law to try to get to the decision they wanted. It reminded me of a quote by Ronald Reagan.
Well, the trouble with our liberal friends is not that they're ignorant. It's just that they know so much that isn't so.
Thankfully, 6 of the 9 justices seemed to focus on the question at hand and were willing to follow the law. Held, universal injunctions likely exceed the equitable authority that Congress has given to federal courts. The court grants the government's application for a partial stay of the injunctions entered below, but only to the extent that the injunctions are broader than necessary to provide complete relief to each plaintiff with standing to sue. In other words, the injunctions requiring the federal government to give citizenship papers to those who are not legally citizens are stayed, except for those who had sued in this case. Meanwhile, the same district courts who issued these injunctions can now get to the task of deciding the underlying case. When a president follows the language of the Constitution rather than the Supreme Court, is that unconstitutional? I expect that to be a twisted set of decisions as well.